Manchester United have beaten Burnley 1-0 and are currently sitting on top of the Premier League table. Let me repeat that last line once again. Are sitting on top of the Premier League table. This is a side that lost 6-1 at home to Tottenham Hotspur, 3-1 at home to Crystal Palace, and were knocked out in the group stages of the UEFA Champions League. Everyone, probably including myself, were thinking Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not the right man for the job. And that is not based on how we think of him as a player, but that is based on the results that he was getting and the inconsistency that has been there in this team from the very first day that he walked in to take this job. But the progress that this team has made ever since that Solskjaer has come to the club, and especially ever since he got slight bit of backing in the transfer market and ever since last season, is absolutely remarkable. All the United fans, including myself, we never thought that this team could challenge for the title, because our Laura board once again screwed him over at the start of the season, and we did not get the players that we needed. We dragged the entire transfer window trying to get Jadon Sancho, and what did we end up with? Laura Kapal. That's all we ended up with. That has been the situation ever since the Glazers have taken charge of this club. But since Alex Ferguson is obviously the greatest manager to have ever managed a football team, we used to get by and we used to still win titles. But ever since Sir Alex Ferguson left, our success has gone down the drain, and we almost had got used to this mediocrity that runs through the club. We have almost become like Arsenal fans, holding on to our past glories. Even Liverpool fans have got present glory now. They don't need to hold on to their past glories. But United fans had been almost getting into this bad habit of getting used to bad results, disappointments, and terrible performances game in and game out. But ever since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has arrived at the club, there has been a change in the mentality. From winning the very first game 5-1 against Cardiff City, which happened to be on my birthday as well. That was the greatest birthday gift I could have ever imagined for. And to taking us to the top of the Premier League, it has been one hell of a journey, I must say. Now, we might not stay on top of the Premier League for a long time. We might just lose to Liverpool, and we might get back into that scruff for the top 4 spot again in a matter of a few weeks. As you saw with Tottenham Hotspur, they were on top of the Premier League a few weeks back, and now they're not even in the top 4. So this has been a very weird season. This has been a very up and down season for every team, not just Man United, for every team. But amongst the inconsistencies, we probably seem to be like the most consistent team among all the teams. And I must say, I am absolutely enjoying seeing what I see from this team week in and week out. We don't play the best in every single game, and yesterday was also one such game. And Burnley were essentially trying to play wrestling or WWF in the first half, like they always do. They were just getting us all into a scruffle, and their one strategy seemed to be just getting a free kick in and around the box anywhere, like be just past the halfway line. If they got a free kick, what they would do is they would push all their centre backs into the Man United box and just put a ball in and hope that one of their tall, like 7-foot players can win a header, and they can somehow score amidst all the ruckus inside the box. But thankfully that did not work out. Harry Maguire put in an absolutely brilliant performance. Whenever he plays with Eric Bailly, he seems to be like the £80 million centre back that we bought him for, and he mostly looks like a rejected Funko Pop toy that nobody wants. And but yesterday he put his bobbling head to good effect and pretty much cleared every ball that we got into the box. And Eric Bailly, my goodness, I was talking about Harry Maguire heading everything away. Eric Bailly will get some part of his body to any ball that gets into the box, whether it's his head, whether it's his nose, whether it's his chest, whether it's his ass, whether it's his genitals, does not matter. Eric Bailly will get some body part into any ball that gets into the box and just clear it away. That towards the last minute, that shot from like Vidra or whatever his name is, like that just deflected off by and went to the side netting. My heart was in my mouth, as I think happened to all other United fans out there. But That's what Eric Bailly gives us. He's just like, he gives his absolutely 200% in every match that he plays, and he deserves to start alongside Harry Maguire whenever he is fit. I don't know why Solskjaer persists with Victor Lindelof every single game, probably because of his passing range, which lets down Eric Bailly at times. But in terms of defensive partnership and in terms of pure defensive capability and in terms of pure defensive commitment, we do not have any other player who is like Eric Bailly. He is absolutely the best centre back in terms of consistency and in terms of impact that we have in the club. So huge props to Eric Bailly for what he did yesterday and what he has been doing in the last few matches that he has started. And of course, a special mention needs to go to Paul Pogba. What an absolutely amazing performance yesterday. This is the man, this is the Paul Pogba who won the World Cup, and this is the Paul Pogba who used to get into the FIFA team of the year everything almost on a regular basis when he was in Juventus. What a brilliant performance. He was skillful on the ball, and he was taking on players and beating them at will. His passing range was on point. He was defensively very sound. And I cannot praise him enough for his performance that he put in yesterday, and especially that moment when he got a cut on his leg, but still he was playing through the pain, and just every time we were clearing the ball away from the box, he was letting out a shout, he was letting out a roar of happiness every time the ball was getting out of the box. That was absolutely brilliant to see, and this is the Paul Pogba that we need in our. Having said all of that, this Sunday is probably one of the biggest games in Premier League recent history, because it is United against Liverpool, 20 against 19 Premier League titles, and the two oldest and biggest rivals in English football history. And I cannot wait for this Sunday, and we just have to put our best foot forward. They're definitely favourites. They have not lost at Anfield for the past 300 million years or something like that, but if we go out there and give our 100% like we have done throughout this season, I think we definitely can get out of there with the result. And if we manage to get out of Anfield without suffering defeat, I think we would certainly be one of the favourites, if not the favourites, for winning this Premier League title. I cannot even imagine how I would feel if I see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer with his still quite a lot of that baby face charm left, lifting the Premier League title, and Sir Alex Ferguson looking on with proud eyes. But I'm going to reserve my excitement for the moment and just go along with the progress that this team is making. So I just hope that we go out there and give our 100% and we don't slack off, and we just take the game to Liverpool. They have a lot of defensive injuries, and if we can just get at them, I think then definitely we can get a result at Anfield. And the statement that it would give out is absolutely amazing. And I just hope that we can make the statement that we so rightly deserve to make, considering what we have done this season. So I cannot wait for this Sunday. They said, what do they say in Anfield? This is Anfield. Well, this is Manchester United. And we are slowly finding out what this team is capable of. And on Sunday, Liverpool fans, you might be in for a rude awakening. Let's see what happens this Sunday. Glory, Man United. Jai Hind. And come on! We are on top of the Premier League table. Speak to you soon.